Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. Today I've got a fun fold card for you. It's a split front card. Isn't that just too much fun? And it features a whole bunch of fun Stampin' Up products, all kind of mixed and mingled together. But the focus is on the in colors. The 2019-2021 in colors are going to retire. They will be on the retirement list and they will be while supplies last. Some of these items are already in low inventory. I'm using Seaside Spray cardstock here. It's one of the retiring in colors. If you're interested in the in colors, if you have already bought ink pads, you should protect your investments. Get a re-inker, some cardstock while supplies last. The Seaside Spray piece that I have here is 5 3/4 by 5 1/2. And we're putting it in the Simply Score tool on the 5 3/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/2 inches. This is our card base. And we've also got a piece that's 5 1/2 by 1 1/2. We're going to use Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper today. Look at this gorgeous floral pattern. The hydrangeas are just so gorgeous. And these are 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. We've got two pieces. So let's start assembling our card base here. The Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper is really heavy on the in colors. There's Rococo Rose and Seaside Spray, Purple Posy, all in this Designer Series paper. Gorgeous purples and blues, a little splash of pink, all with some mossy meadow. It's really wonderful paper. We're going to take one of these strips and put it on our card front. Just center it on the flap there. I'm using some multi-purpose liquid glue. You could use a dry adhesive of your choice. You want it centered. That's why I like the multi-purpose liquid glue, because I could just push it a little bit, get it into place. I don't always see center perfectly. Oh, look, I don't know if that was the same. I think I got two different Designer Series papers here. Did you see that? This one's got the mossy meadow, like gingham on the back. I thought I had two of the same piece. That's what happens when you use scraps. I guess we're mixing and matching today. All right, so there is our card base. There's our split front. My card front is a Whisper White stitched scallop rectangle. I did the largest one from Stitch So Sweetly and cut it from Basic White. There's another piece of Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper. Look at that purple posy pattern. Isn't that beautiful? And then Cocoa Rose Hydrangea. And we're going to adhere this Designer Series paper. It's 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. And we're going to put it right centered on our rectangle. Don't cover your stitches. We want that pretty little detail. Now, some gorgeous grape ribbon. We've got purple posy, gorgeous grape. Next up, we're going to use some Highland Heather. All the purple shades all in one. Let's wrap this rectangle piece and we'll tie a pretty bow. Isn't this paper just gorgeous? And the ribbon is sheer and light and soft. I love it. You want to make sure your ribbon is smooth across the back and snug, but not so tight that it bends your card front. When you got your ribbon in place and your bow tied, then trim away from the spool and grab your Stampin' Dimensionals. Got my mini Stampin' Dimensionals here. I'm just resetting that paper so that it sits right in the bottom of the card. Don't adhere it down, just set it in there. And then across the top of the card, stay within about 1/2 inch. You don't want your adhesive down low. You'll glue your card closed. So about 4 little pieces, that's minis. And then I'm going to use these edges here that are a little bit bigger pieces of Stampin' Dimensional, and I'm going to put them so that they sandwich down the ribbon, but you don't want to go too much past the top edge there. Got another little piece I want to use up right here. All right, that one might be a little bit high. Peel the release from both the top and the bottom row of dimensionals. Get them all sticky. All right, everybody's all sticky. Everybody's all lined up on the card base side. We're going to pick up our card front and center right to left and top to bottom. And then once you've got it, you're going to square everything up nice and tidy and then burnish. Now you've got your split front card. Isn't that clever? A 2 1/8 inch circle. I cut that using the Layering Circles dies. Let me show you. It's about middle. It's fourth from the largest, fifth from the smallest. So right in the middle, Layering Circles, about a 1 1/8 inch circle. And then I have a piece of Whisper White that's 3 3/4 by 5. We're gonna do our sentiment stamping, and I pulled those out of a new stamp set, one that I haven't used yet. It's Fancy Phrases. We're gonna use When I Count My Blessings on the outside. On the inside, I count you twice. I've got Highland Heather ink here. It coordinates lovely with the purple posy in the Designer Series paper and the cardstock. When I Count My Blessings, I'm going to stamp it high of center on my 1 1/8 inch circle. And on the inside, I count you twice. I'm going to use that same Highland Heather. That's such a little greeting on the inside. I decided that a fun little accent would be to take the dragonflies, or maybe they're little butterflies that are kind of scattering away, Dragonfly Garden stamp set, and we're going to stamp those on the inside too. They're going to be kind of fluttering away from our greeting. Beautiful. There's our greeting pieces. Let's mat the outside greeting. I grabbed a Misty Moonlight label. This one is from Hippo and Friends dies. It's the middle size of the rectangle ovals, about 1 15/16 by 3 7/16, so about 2 by 3.5, give or take. Give you some scale. We're going to glue those together and put them to the card front. Little multi-purpose liquid glue. Make sure your greeting reads level. Looks pretty good. Bring our card in and we'll add that to the card front. More multi-purpose liquid glue. And centered right to left, but a little high of center. And with the multi-purpose liquid glue, it gives me just a second where I can make sure everything is nice and level. Inside we'll add count you twice. When I count my blessings, I count you twice. We'll just center that inside the card. Now we'll slide to the side and let's do some accent pieces here. Got some scraps of Old Olive, White, and Highland Heather. Going to stamp my dragonfly in Misty Moonlight. Got Misty Moonlight, Highland Heather, and Mossy Meadow ink. This was our mystery card from today. I'm gonna grab my clues and use them to stamp off. We're gonna do the dragonfly wings with Highland Heather, but to get a little bit more subtle, we're gonna stamp off and then fill in the wings. Flip and repeat. There's our dragonfly. Now let's bring in a Stampin' Pierce mat here because I've got a wingman set. The Sweet Strawberry Bundle makes beautiful little hydrangea blooms. Stampin' Up estimates that this will be back in stock. As of this morning, they estimate mid-April, so it's coming back and it will be in the annual catalog. So I can't hold off on using it anymore. I just love it so much. We're going to do 2 of the larger flower. This is Highland Heather on Highland Heather. And we need 3 leaves. I'm going to do my leaves so that I can punch and punch. And maybe I'll be able to punch from the other side. We'll see. Let's do quick punching here. Uh-oh, I should have done them along the bottom. I'm going to need another scrap because I'm going to make a mess out of my old olive, but that's okay. Ah! Oh, I think I saved it from the ink pad. Yay! All right. One more time. We need 3 leaves all together. Stamp them and punch them. Mossy Meadow on Old Olive. There's our 3 leaves. Now the small bloom punch coordinates with the larger flower from the Sweet Strawberry Bundle. Let's get those guys punched out. We need a little flower, just 1 little flower. We're going to stamp it right on the scrap here. I'm going to clear away my ink pads. I think I'm done stamping, and that way the rest of my punched parts won't land in the ink pads. Okay, bit more punching. Let's do our dragonfly. And I had leftover dragonfly embellishments, kind of. I stamped the little dragonfly, or punched the little dragonfly out of vellum for a project, and I had 2 left over. So I've got 2 tiny little vellum dragonflies here. I'm not going to punch those on camera. I'm going to use up the ones that I've already made. So I'll scrap a vellum. Then let's punch our last little flower. I love this flower. And all the spare parts went flying. It's hysterical. Time to finish assembling and embellish. We're going to need our Stampin' Pierce mat back for just a second here. So let me just get these guys up on there. We're going to cup our flowers. I do that on the Stampin' Pierce mat with the cap for my Take Your Pick tool. Just press and you get a nice little cup shaped flower. Let's shape our dragonfly. Hold the body, lift the wing up. Again, your thumb goes against the body, lift the wing up. Now you've got a nice flat place here where you can put adhesive. I'm going to do that with the little vellum guys too. We got our leaves right here. Let me slide our parts to the side. Get our card in here. I want my dragonfly to be up on dimensionals because the end of the body is going to go right up near the knot, right near that ribbon. So we're going to give it a little boost by trimming off strips from the mini dimensionals. The edges of the mini dimensionals are nice and wide, so it makes great adhesive for either bigger than Stampin' Dimensionals or nice long lines. There's our sticky dragonfly placed so that we don't cover the sentiment. So cute. Leaves are next. We'll put those on with multi-purpose liquid glue. Go in kind of a triangle placement to frame our greeting. Then our flowers, a big one and a little one. on this side. Little dab of multi-purpose liquid glue at the bottom of that cup. And another one, tuck under the wings a bit. Little dragonflies here, the vellum ones. Just a tiny bit of glue on the body. And then adhere them to the card front. Cuties. Cuties, I love these guys. Looking pretty good. I'm going to pull this ribbon up just a little smidge here. And we can hold it in place with the body of our dragonfly. Looks good. Got to add just a little bit of shine now. We're going to put some Wink of Stella on the dragonfly's wings, and look at those gorgeous sequins. The sequins are woven threads sequin assortment. They have all of the in colors, retiring in colors included in the mix. And we are going to grab, I did the Seaside Spray on the first card. I think we're going to try for the purple posy ones on this card. So I like to take a little dot of multi-purpose liquid glue where I plan to put my sequin. Then I take my Take Your Pick tool, pick up the sequin, and drop it right into the glue that's just waiting there. So do a big one, a little one. Ooh, look at those purple posy sequins. They're so gorgeous. Oh my. And then I'm gonna do for the top, kind of 3 floating away. So we have 5 total. Nice odd number. So pretty. A little bit more sparkle. I've got a Wink of Stella. It's a glitter brush pen. And we're going to just very lightly color over the wings. Add a little bit of soft silver sparkle. It's a very subtle, beautiful touch. There's our card with the gorgeous purple posy sequins. And are the lights picking up the shimmer on the wings? When I count my blessings, I count you twice. Thank you for spending some time with me today. If you've got any questions about the split front card project we did today, or if there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, you can email me, marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. And to shop Stampin' Up 24/7, you can buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Be sure to pick up your retiring in colors before they're all sold out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.